everybody, welcome back to Cards by the Hill. My name is Jane Hill. So I had some footage for you for this flower tree, which has completely vanished from my videos, and I don't know if I've deleted it by accident. This was the Wizard of Oz flower tree. This was representing the yellow brick road. These green and brown ones were representing the forest. You probably didn't need to see me gluing them on anyway, but I did have the footage saved, and I speeded it up just so you could see the process, but obviously I haven't got the footage now, so I do apologise. You've seen me do it before. I just wanted to show you the process of this one because this one's slightly different to the others, but I'm sure you can work out where to mark on the ball and follow the line round with the green and then fill in all the extra space with the brown. Okay, so we'll move on. Right, so I'm entering a picture here to show you what the original tree looked like that I made. I really wasn't happy with the yellow brick road, tried all sorts of different things with it, and then came up with this idea, which is so simple. I just can't believe I didn't think of it in the first place. So yeah, so took the other tree apart completely, and it's going to be a donor for this tree now. Right, so let's continue with the Wizard of Oz tree. So we've got to make our hole for our trunk to go in. So a nice sharp pair of scissors or a sharp tool. In you go. The hole needs to be around 2 inches deep. Okay, to make sure that it can support the head, because obviously the head's going to be quite heavy. Alright, let's just hoover that up. Okay, so now in that hole we need to put our tree trunk, which, if you've seen my videos, you'll see that I use these black paper straws, which you can get off online stores. Okay, so before we put our trunk in the head, let's decorate this stalk first. Right, so because it's Wizard of Oz, we're going to decorate it with some Wizard of Oz washi tape. Now for this particular tree, the base is already done. So I've got one of my white pots and trays. I've decorated it around the edge with some, with a quote from the film, and added some small film cutouts on each side, and that's from the paper pack that I recently hauled with the Wizard of Oz theme. And then I've just covered the polystyrene with moss, just to put something on top of the polystyrene so you don't see anything. Okay, and as mentioned in this video, this was from the original tree that I made that I ripped apart. Okay, so we're going to use this film strip one because we've got it going on around the pot, and this is washi tape, so it is already sticky to some degree. You can use ribbon, you know, anything you want to use. Doesn't have to be this. Got something on the tape. And just follow the straw around, leaving a little bit of a gap so you can see the colour of the straw through the gaps. You can always glue this down if you don't think it's going to be good enough with the adhesive on the back. So I'm just going to follow this round. I don't think I was quite on screen, so just going to show you again. Just follow it round, leave a slight gap. All the way down. And you don't have to start at the top of the stick. You can start 2 inches down because you won't see it when it goes into the head of the tree. And you don't have to go right down to the bottom because you won't see the very bottom of the stalk either. It's up to you. I'm going to continue going round, nearly there, and then I'm going to cut it there. Alright, so I started virtually at the top, made my way down. So it's pretty much the same all the way. And we're going to add glue inside the head. Push the stick in as far as it goes. So that's what I mean. You won't really see the top anyway, so you don't have to start at the very top, especially if you haven't got enough to cover the stick. And then that's going to go down inside this hole that I've already got from the previous tree. I'm just going to push that down in as far as it will go. It is slightly off centre, I'm not worried. This one hasn't got, I've been using the shingle from the garden on the newer trees that I've done. This one has got the pebbles in the bottom. I find the shingle easier to control, to be honest. Right, so that's in. Ball head wasn't very straight. Let's just secure that again. So obviously I didn't want everything to go to waste from the other tree, so I've completely taken it apart, and everything that was on it is going to be used on this one. Right, so I've got a ribbon here that I took off the other one, and I made this from the ribbon that I got with the haul. I'll just show you that. Let's take the old glue off. So I got this one here, which is the one I've made the ribbon from. And then I got this one here as well with the characters on, but I didn't use that one. So On the original tree it went just under the head there, which is where I think we'll still put it. So just going to glue there. And I know it takes away a lot of the stick, but I'm not that worried. You can still see the stick on the back. Okay. Now, as for embellishments, I had a little witch, some witch boots, a rainbow, Dorothy's basket. I did have a house with picket fence. That's going to need redoing. I had a witch's broom, Poppy, some cabochons of all the characters. There's Dorothy, Dorothy and the Witch, Tin Man, Lion, Scarecrow, a ruby red slipper, and I also had some signs. Now, because the signs wouldn't pull out because they were all hot glued in, obviously, I've had to break the extra pieces of wood off, but we can still use these by using a toothpick. So just cut off one end. That's going on the back of the sign, and then it can still be poked through the head of the tree. So those are all right, so I can save those quite easily. Same as the poppy, that's going to need a stick on the back because that had to be broken off. And I had Glinda's wand, a castle for the witch, and a bone for Toto. But what I'm thinking is, I've got this sheet here of dogs, and I've got Toto on the bottom here, and I'm thinking I might put him inside the basket. So I think that might work. So we might do that for him. And then lastly, I had this sign that I made, which said Wizard of Oz, and I had a blue ribbon for Dorothy's hair. So I think that might go back on. Now I'm not sure. Ooh, yes, got it off. So we can attach that again. I finally cleaned my little scissors, so they should be working fine. Okay, so all that's left to do really is to redo the house for Kansas, and then we've got everything that we need. Okay, so we need to put something on the bottom here, on the moss. Sit on the moss. Don't know whether I'll put, but then the ribbon's a bit in the way. We'll think about that one. Okay, so let's deal with the sign first. And those were cocktail stirrers, which I bought online. So obviously they've got a head like that, which is what I attached to the back of the sign, and then I cut this down, which you can do with a pair of pliers like that, and that can stick inside the ball. And this piece here I used as Willy Wonka's walking stick on another tree, so I'll keep that aside in case I need it. So this can be glued to the back of there again. Like that. And then once that's dried, that can be poked back in the top of the tree. So that's all good. Might have to cut this ribbon down if I'm going to put the house at the bottom now. Let's see what we do there. Okay, so that's drying. So let's deal with these little signs. So we've got Yellow Brick Road, Emerald City, Kansas, Poppyfield and Castle. As I said, literally going to just glue a cocktail stick to the back so we can poke it into the ball, and then I can save my signs. So, you know, don't be afraid if the tree goes wrong or the ball goes wrong, because you can salvage everything and redo it. I mean, I took all the flowers back off it. I've got all the flowers, so I can use those for another project. So nothing went to waste. Now I just mentioned that the footage from the beginning of this video disappeared off my device. I don't know whether I deleted it by accident or whether the phone was playing up. I don't know, but I checked the iCloud, it wasn't on there, so I have no idea what happened with it. But it was only, to be honest, the part where I put the flowers on the ball, so it's not as if you really missed much. I did want to show you the process of marking out the ball for the Yellow Brick Road, but I'm sure you could work that out. Okay, so all the signs are saved, which is good. Yep, they're all good. Right, this should be ready now. So this is going to poke in the top. And we'll probably have to make a hole. It's a bit hard to show you the top of the tree when I'm doing things like this. Alright, there we go. That's in. Just make sure it's straight, secured. I think it's too far away. I'm going to make another hole just in front of the Yellow Brick Road. Stick it in there. That's better. There we go. So that's in. Okay. Now, along the road, I want to place the characters. So I'm just going to kind of alternate them around. The witch and Dorothy I'm probably going to put round the corner somewhere, because that's going to be Castle. Let's just organise the bits here. We've got Glinda's wand, Poppyfield, the characters, that's the witch again, These are the witch again. Dorothy and Toto. The rainbow. Ruby red slipper. Okay. Right, if there's enough room, we might put the rainbow just below the sign. I think I might glue that in with a bit of hot glue, just so it doesn't move. That's better. Yeah, so we might put that just at the base of the sign now, I think. And again, as I said, rescued all the pieces from the other tree. Took all the glue off all the flowers. It was painstaking, but had to be done. Okay. So we'll have Glinda's wand. No, I'm not sure. Right, let's put the characters on. So we want hold on. Who does she meet first? Right, I've got to work out who she meets first. Right, let's just find out who she meets first. Okay, so I filmed this one in 2 parts because it takes so long to upload a video of nearly an hour on YouTube. So you head over to part 2, which is uploaded on the channel. You'll be able to see the next part, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.